Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, we, of course, celebrated Veterans Day yesterday, and many veterans made it out to many special events around eastern North Carolina, one of which our very own Charlene Richards attended at the Moose Lodge in Washington. Here's Charlene with more.
Veterans Day at the Moose Lodge in Washington brought many comrades and their families together on Tuesday, where they shared a warm dinner, received awards of appreciation, and reflected on their service.
It makes me feel good to be, a veteran, and be out celebrating this day with friends and folks that I don't know, as well as recognizing and paying tribute to those who gave their all for the U.S., for the United States, period, in regards to making this place as safe as it can be for all citizens that live here.
The dinner, which is first of many organized by the Moose Lodge and the Old Ford Ruetan Club, aimed to honor the legacies and tireless efforts of veterans still living today and those who have passed on.
It feels great. It feels good that we're honoring them in a way that they should be honored. This is our first annual Veterans Dinner that we're putting on for the veterans that deserve the recognition for everything that they've done for us.
On days like Veterans Day, those who serve say it felt great to reflect and hear the stories of their fellows who put on their uniforms and serve their country.
This day is wonderful to see these older veterans able to tell their story, see the emotions that they share with us, and actually it makes you very humble and appreciative of the days they served, which laid the groundwork for me to come in and serve.
And again, that was Charlene Richards reporting. We now want to turn our attention to the government shutdown that is expected to come to an end shortly after the Senate passed a resolution bill along party lines 60-40. NBC's Ryan Nobles has more from Washington.
The mad dash is on to get to the Capitol to end the government shutdown.
I am leaving Jonesboro, Arkansas, on my way to Washington.
As airports across America face delays and cancellations, some members, like Wisconsin's Derek Van Orden, are taking matters into their own hands.
Flights are too unreliable, so I'm going to ride on a motorcycle. It's going to take about 16 hours or so. It's going to be a little chilly.
The vote, while expected to pass, will still be tight. House Democrats, still unhappy with the deal hatched by moderates in the Senate, are telling their members to vote no.
Our strong expectation is that Democrats will be strongly opposed because it fails to address the health care crisis that Republicans have created.
The margins in the House are razor thin. If every Democrat votes no, Republicans can only afford 2 defections. But President Trump, confident the votes would be there, saying he will sign the deal.
We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed. Should have never been closed.
The 43-day shutdown may be close to being over, but the fallout is just beginning. Democrats, angry some in their party, gave in without getting the necessary changes to health care, including an extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
I don't know how a prerequisite for reopening the federal government is kicking people off of health care.
Much of the ire directed at Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who voted no, but was unable to corral the group of 8 caucus members who voted yes. Still, not a single sitting Senate Democrat has called for him to step down as leader, including Pennsylvania Democrat John Fetterman, who voted with Republicans.
I know he's under siege, but I'm not going to pile on right now.
And while the politics will continue to rage, the government is poised to reopen. A welcome relief to the millions begging for an end to the shutdown.
I think right now this burden is really just too difficult for so many families.
And again, that was Ryan Nobles reporting. We now turn to your weather forecast. Today is going to again be a chilly start to the day. We've endured it so far, still seeing air temperatures in the mid-40s. The good news is that instead of being at 3 p.m. and it being 45 degrees, it's 9 a.m. and it's 45 degrees, which means we've got a pretty good shot of warming up into at least the upper 50s later on today. Most areas should likely see, I would say, the low 60s. But here's what we've got, again, out your door right now. A feels like temperature that is a little bit lower than your actual Air temperature right now feels like 40 degrees despite thermometers showing 45. That's going to be another, not a huge issue today, but a part of your forecast. Wind chills will make it feel cooler. Now, the thing about the winds today is that they're coming in out of the west-southwest. That will help warm us up. That's going to be the big difference between yesterday and today. We will see those winds swing back around, though. While we will gain heat today, coming up for tomorrow, another northwesterly wind is going to be rolling through eastern North Carolina. But coming up for this afternoon, winds are going to be staying breezy. Plan on about a 7 to 15 mile per hour breeze for inland areas. Those of you watching closer to the water, more of a 15 to 25 mile an hour sustained wind. Now, do note again as we head into Thursday, northwesterly winds present. However, what they're really going to do, instead of really cooling us off, they're going to more prevent us from getting warm. Highs for your Thursday, low 60s. Highs for today, upper 50s to low 60s. So we're going to maintain the same sunshine. We're just going to struggle to convert that sunshine into any sort of additional warmth. So here's what we've got as we head through tomorrow morning, starting out in the low 40s, a little bit warmer than where we were earlier today, but plenty of sunshine will again take us back into the low 60s. Do note the winds out of the northwest coming in at around 6 to 12 miles an hour for most of the day. Average, we're going to stay a little bit shy of it, but we'll certainly be close. Normal this time of year is right around the mid to low 60s. For your overnight lows, right around the mid to low 40s. So here's what we've got over the next 8 days. Next chance of rain rolls in next week. Right now, it actually looks like more of those rain showers actually getting pushed back into Tuesday and Wednesday. It does look like we're going to maintain the sunny and warm weekend. 64 degrees Friday turns to 68 on Saturday. 76 on Sunday is going to feel quite nice, and then we'll see those air temperatures bounce around a little bit more through the 60s and 70s over at least the first half of next week. Well, that's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.